Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Talk with the Doc Show. My name is Dr. Shireen Banakdar. I'm a corrective care chiropractor, functional nutritionist, and detox specialist. I also work with Women's USA Wrestling. I've actually been to the 2016 Rio Olympics with them and to many different championships as well. But what I love doing the most is helping you guys right here attain health and wellness. And we try to do those through with different videos, podcasts. If you go to our website, www.harmonywellness-frisco.com. You will see all of these videos and all of our podcasts that are live there. You can also listen to us on the Talk with the Doc Show on 100.7. So again, today we're talking about the best intermittent fasting weight loss strategy. I know it's January, and a lot of us coming off of the new year and holidays, we may have packed a few extra pounds that we want to lose, or this could be one of the habits that we want to set into eating healthier. Notice I don't say it's a goal for this year. I say it's a habit that we're going to change, that we want to eat healthier. So intermittent fasting for weight loss has always been one of my favorite things to do to lose that extra few pounds. So the human body is designed very efficiently for times that there is a scarcity and for times that there is a stress. Food scarcity was a common reality, and the body has developed a specific pathways to be very efficient in times of fasting. So in times of stress, for survival purposes, our bodies have adopted a fight or flight mode that forces us to work out bodies at a very high intensity for a very short period of time. The combination of intermittent fasting and high intensity exercise actually promotes fat burning hormones that will improve our healing. It will improve our metabolic processes. So today, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about intermittent fasting, and we're talking about how intermittent fasting can help us to lose weight. So long ago, our ancestors had a struggle daily for adequate food sources. So they most often grazed on wild berries, on herbs, raw nuts, and seeds, and they forged through the woods during the day. At night, they would relax with the latest kill, eating most often a very high protein, high fat burning meal. And this sort of a diet was dependent upon the success of their hunting endeavors. So fasting used to be a very regular way of life for our ancestors. And this is evident with this positive adaptation that the body goes through during the fasting period. Fasting actually allows our body to go into a catabolic or a tissue breakdown period without promoting any inflammatory condition. So this enables the bodily resources to eliminate older damaged cells and replace them with stronger cellular component. So today, fasting is not a regular way of life. We can use fasting though now for a wide variety of health conditions. And weight loss is one of those health conditions that we could use fasting for. So following an intermittent fasting lifestyle naturally leads to weight loss because you are consuming less calories, but also because you're increasing the amounts of noradrenaline. Noradrenaline is a hormone that functions as a neurotransmitter that breaks down body fat, so it can be used as energy. And the result is an increase, of course, metabolic rate. The result is, and ultimately leads to weight loss. There was a 2014 study that found that intermittent fasting can cause weight loss of 3 to 8% over 3 to 24 weeks. So those same individual in this study also lost about 7% percentage of their waist circumference. So they reduced their waist size. In addition to a lot of physiological changes with intermittent fasting, you also reduce oxidative stress, which causes inflammation and things like cancer and autoimmune diseases in the long run. It improves the risk factor for heart disease. It helps to prevent cancer cell formation. It enhances brain health, and it can also increase lifespan. How wonderful is that? Now, combining your intermittent fasting with your high intensity movement really is a way of life. High intensity exercise is a necessity for life. And it was for our ancestors as they chased down and they killed animals for food, which means that they actually did a hard work in a very short period of time. Many cultures have battled with other cultures regularly during war. So the fight or flight lifestyle was quite evident, and it was almost always 90 to 100% on maximal intensity. So anything less than this could quite often lead to death or starvation. In our history, that's why we see. So this way of being, this way of living creates lean and incredibly strong bodies. So most men had body fat under 10% historically, while women typically ranged anywhere between 10 to 20% and were able to produce incredible muscular forces to overcome obstacles with their battle-trained bodies. So how do we do a battle-trained body in 21st century? Well, we must first understand and work in harmony with our bodies. That's number one. Intermittent fasting and high intensity, short duration exercise. These are genetic requirements that help our bodies actually thrive. So there's 6 ways for you to do intermittent fasting. You could do a simple fast for 12 hours. You could do a brunch fast where you actually skip breakfast. You could do a cycle fast where you're fasting for 16 hours for 3 times a week. You could do a strong fast, and that is 16 to 18 hours daily. If you have any sort of autoimmune disease, it's not all of them, but for most of them in our office, we actually recommend a strong fast. You could do a warrior fast, which is 19 to 21 hours daily, or you could do a 1-day fast, which is a full 24-hour fast each week. All of those are really, really beneficial because both fasting and this high intensity fitness actually boost your human growth hormone. And human growth hormone is a very important protein-based hormone that is produced by our pituitary gland in our brain. And it enhances cellular repair processes that allow us to age with grace and energy. It regulates metabolism for fat burning. It causes muscle building. It slows down negative effects of stress. So researchers actually at the Intermountain Medical Center Heart Institute found that men who had fasted for 24 hours had a 2,000% increase in circulating human growth hormone. Women who were tested had a 1,300% increase in human growth hormone. And what human growth hormone does is it stimulates fat burning. It improves muscle development. It improves bone density. It reduces inflammation. It reduces or it enhances immune coordination, and it enhances proper collagen production for healthy skin, for healthy nails, for healthy joints. So really, you want to do short duration, high intensity exercises. You want to be able to fast for at least 12 hours a day, because the low intensity, long duration aerobic training, it's actually catabolic in nature. This means that it produces a lot of free radicals without promoting any significant amount of repair. That's what I meant to say. So for best results for intermittent fasting loss technique, I recommend exercising 4 times per week, having a lot of water or fat fasted for 12 to 16 hours. This means that you either miss your dinner the night before, you drink a lot of water and coffee with grass-fed butter and MCT oils in your coffee, or tea with grass-fed butter and MCT oils, and then you exercise about an hour after getting up in the morning. Otherwise, you consume dinner the night before, but fast through breakfast and then exercise around lunchtime. I typically recommend hydrating after exercise session and then having a protein shake for about 30 to 60 minutes after you finish your exercise. For many, as you get more accustomed to this intermittent fasting, you're able to wait a few hours after your workout before you eat. And I typically like to tell people to wait until you're hungry after your exercise session to consume any food. And this is probably the most advanced way to boost your human growth hormone. So I hope that you enjoyed this session, and I hope that I've given you enough information to start your intermittent fasting. If not, there is tons of podcasts and videos right here on our channel that you could go, and by listening to them, believe me, you will have a plan before you're done. So please follow us on our social media. You can go ahead to our Facebook, to our Instagram, to our YouTube channel, as well as to our podcast. You can listen to them weekly. If you want to know where they are and you want to get more information, please get onto our website, www.harmonywellness-frisco.com. My name is Dr. Shireen Banakdar. God bless you. Remember who you are.